everyone, and welcome to the Wheel Stories channel. Today I'm very excited to be up in the mountains riding my motorcycle, my BMW Boxer Twin. I recently removed the ABS module from this motorcycle. You may have seen the video, and now I'm out testing the brakes. In my last video, I explained why and how I removed the ABS module from my 2004 BMW R1150R, a bike designed by BMW with the ABS 3 fully integrated braking system. The ABS 3 pressure module failed on this motorcycle, and honestly, after studying the repair expense, I couldn't justify buying a brand new part and paying for the labor to have it installed. This bike is 16 years old. For a brand new replacement ABS pump, I was looking at roughly $3,000, perhaps a little bit more with labor for installation. And I don't know that I would trust a used ABS unit, and I couldn't find one anyway. And the one place I found that performs rebuilds was all backed up on repairs. Now, a little backstory on my riding experience. I started on dirt bikes, riding motocross before I had a driver's license. And then I progressed to street bikes without ABS, long before they became a standard feature on motorcycles. So the bottom line is I'm accustomed to riding bikes without ABS. So I decided to convert the bike to a traditional non-ABS system, just like my older BMW R1150R. This BMW 1150 that you see here, I purchased it new in 2003. It came standard from the factory without ABS, and I have ridden the bike all over the Pacific Northwest and Rocky Mountain region. At any rate, today I'm presenting a follow-up video to the ABS removal. I've been riding the bike for the past several days, and honestly, I gotta tell you, I'm generally pleased with the braking performance. The front brake feels and works just like the standard brake on my other BMW. Earlier in the week, I took a few short trips around town on both of the bikes to compare the feel of the two BMWs. Honestly, when it comes to the front brakes, I can't detect a bit of difference. The response at the lever and front wheel is essentially the same. When the ABS was working on my 2004 BMW, the stopping power with the servo-assisted brakes was very strong. One finger on the front brake lever and I could bring the bike to an abrupt stop. Now with the ABS removed, 2 fingers, perhaps 3, work just fine, and I'm confident that a full hand will bring the bike to a quick stop. The response is firm and linear, not mushy at all, not grabby either. The touch is right where it needs to be, with quality feedback and braking action. Again, just like my other bike. Up here carving some turns on Bogus Basin Road, I gotta tell you, I'm very pleased with the outcome and the performance with the brakes at the front wheel. This road, Bogus Basin Road, climbs roughly 3,500 feet in elevation to Boise's local ski area, with some steep inclines and descents. So I'm giving the discs and calipers a good test. As for the rear brake, on my first outing riding around town, the rear brake felt a little bit vague, a little bit mushy. I had to apply a little more pressure than I was anticipating. Just to confirm, I stomped on the rear brake a few times at slow speed, just to verify that I could lock up the rear wheel. And yeah, no issue locking up the rear tire, but overall I wasn't getting the type of feedback and response that I'm familiar with on my other bike. The shoes still have some room for wear, so I took the motorcycle back into the garage and performed a second bleed with some fresh .4 fluid. Perhaps I had a bubble or two hiding in the brake line. I gave the braking system a good flush. After the second bleed on the rear brake, today I'm happy to report that the brake feels closer to my comfort zone. I'm getting good feedback with a progressive feel as I modulate the foot lever. The stopping power is there. If there's any difference between the two bikes at the rear brake, it's barely perceptible. Perhaps not quite as firm as my other bike, but still very solid. The fully integrated ABS system with the servo-assisted brakes was a sensible idea by BMW. Power anti-lock brakes, what's not to like there? Good idea in theory, but BMW didn't execute the concept very well, unfortunately. Losing over 90% of your braking power when the ABS pump fails, that's not acceptable. So I've told you why I made the decision to remove the ABS pump. If you run into the same problem with your bike, explore your options. You decide how to resolve the problem. The decision is yours. You may find a great solution to restore the integrated braking system. I never get tired of riding around the mountains north of Boise, and you know what? I'm very fortunate to live here in Idaho. For Wheel Stories, hey, be sure to subscribe, leave a few comments down below, and until next time, happy trails, everybody.